This weekend is a long weekend because it is going to be Thanksgiving. Many of our families have special traditions that we do during the long weekends, and the story I picked out today talks about a bunch of those traditions, and it's called Thanks for Thanksgiving. Thanks for Thanksgiving by Heather Patterson and Mary Jane Gerber. Thanks for the warm fall sun. Thanks for the outdoor fun. I've already seen two things that we do on the long weekends in the fall. One is this family is cleaning up the outside by sweeping up the leaves and raking, and they're even decorating with pumpkins. And the next page, there are a bunch of kids playing road hockey in the neighborhood. That looks like a lot of fun. Thanks for the blue fall sky and the sound of the birds goodbye. We all love to spend time outside at this time of year because soon it's going to get so cold. And while we're taking our pets for walks or going around the neighborhood, we can see the leaves starting to change, and we will also see the Canadian geese starting to fly south for the winter. Thanks for the golden trees. And thanks for the crunchy leaves. I don't know about you, but one of my family's favorite things to do is to go on hikes. And the fall long weekend is a perfect time to go see all of the trees and the crunchy leaves. Thanks for the northern spies that turn into apple pies. Yum! Oh yeah, long weekends are the perfect time to bake yummy pies and baked goods. And they have one of those special apple peelers where the apple peel turns into a long snake. Thanks for the special meal and the loving way we feel. Thanks for the wonderful smell. It's time for the dinner bell. On this long weekend, our families spend almost the whole day cooking a big, delicious meal, and I love the way the house smells. But you have to be careful that your pets don't try to sneak a taste while the turkey or pies are cooling. Thanks for the candles gleaming. Thanks for the faces beaming. Thanks for the pumpkins bright. Thanks for the cool fall night. Thanks for Thanksgiving. The end. If you are celebrating Thanksgiving this weekend, I hope you have a wonderful time and get to eat lots of delicious food at home with your family. Let's start this week's craft by getting our week 2 Storytime bundle, our red and yellow paint, some glue, and a paintbrush or your finger or a Q-tip or something you can use for painting. Inside our bundle this week, we have a bag, and it is filled with this big, long banner. I've stapled this all together for you, but we will be decorating this banner today. You'll also find you have 8 tiny letters. Well, you have 7 letters and 1 maple leaf, and we are going to use these to spell out a word on our sign later. You also have 2 Thanksgiving themed coloring sheets. Let's get started. I laid down a scrap piece of paper underneath my banner so that I wouldn't make a mess on my table. If you have a longer table, that would work much better to spread your whole banner out and paint it all at once, but I just had a small table. So we are going to start by painting every other piece of our banner yellow. So open up your yellow paint and make sure you cover them all with yellow paint. Then you're going to skip the next piece of the banner and paint another piece yellow. Keep doing this until you get to the very end of your banner and you will have 4 yellow pieces. Once you're all finished painting them yellow, we are going to work on some color mixing to make orange. I don't know if you knew this, but if you mix red paint and yellow paint together, you get the color orange. So I started by pouring some yellow into my red, and after a minute I realized that this wasn't turning as orange as I wanted it to be. So I took a tiny bit of red and mixed it into what was left of my yellow, and that gave me a much better orange color. It looks just like a pumpkin. Now we are going to paint the rest of the pieces of our banner orange. When you're finished, you'll have 4 yellow pieces and 4 orange pieces, and you'll leave that to dry for a little bit. But once it's dry, we can glue our letters onto it. But before we glue them on, let's put all of our letters in order to make it easier. They will go T, H, A, N, K, F, and then your maple leaf, and then L. And that spells thankful. Our last step is to take some glue and glue all of our letters in order on our banner. Now you have a beautiful decoration to hang up this weekend and show all of your family. I hope you had a great time listening to our story today and that you get to try some of these fall activities this weekend. I'm thankful that I got to spend this story time with you, and I can't wait to see you all next week for another story. Goodbye!